Hello everyone, this is Ming Zhong. Welcome to this video. So today we start another instrument which is different from E-mini S&P 500 futures. Yes, that is Dow Jones futures. Alright, I think it's pretty similar with the E-mini, so just that someone requested me to take a look at the Dow Jones, then I will just head to Dow Jones. So I think pretty much the price movement of Dow Jones and the S&P 500 futures are very similar, only slight difference. So without further ado, let's just dive into today's analysis for Dow Jones futures. Okay, so as you can see here, today we have formed a small bar at the moment. I think Dow Jones is bullish due to the news that President Trump will issue some sort of guidelines regarding to reopen the economies in the US. But so far the movement is not that much, probably just less than 1% or even 0.5%. Let's have a recap of yesterday's movement. So yesterday, as I talk about S&P 500 futures, I mentioned that it's potentially will break the rising wedge. It's probably bearish at the moment, and I think we see the same thing in Dow Jones as well. As you can see on the dotted line here on the daily chart, it's kind of like a small bearish rising wedge as well. If we go into 4-hour time frame, I think is clearer here. Although the rising wedge is not as perfect as per the S&P 500, but it's still a rising wedge. But most importantly, the key is to look at how the up trust move. So as you can see here, from the low at April, 3rd of April, we have this sort of the up wave. Subsequently, the up wave just decreased. Okay, let me quickly show you here. So there you go, that's the first up wave, and we have the second up wave here, and then I have a third up wave. So you can see that the up wave is getting smaller, and eventually it just flip and turn down. So eventually just break this the demand line, but the reaction is not that significant. As we can see here, yesterday the movement is only a little part here, and also did not manage to break the swing low at around 23,000. So I think this is a bullish sign. Although we can't be sure that whether the reaction will continue today to break the 23,000 level and eventually test the demand line here again. But anyway, we'll find out later. As you can see on the daily chart, okay, let me zoom in a bit. Okay, so yesterday we have a bearish bar, but as you can see that eventually I think we have a demand tail. That means that eventually someone is actually buying up, although we have slightly increasing volume, but the down move is definitely not that threatening. And overall, I think volume is not that significant. It's only slight increase compared to the day before. So I think that as long as we can maintain 22,500 to 22,000 to 23,000, I think the bullish momentum will still continue to at least hit around 25,000 level, which I think coincides with the resistance zone here. And also it's kind of like a rally up into the overbought area forming by this rising wedge on a larger scale. If you look at this pattern here, from the low of March until now. So we kind of like have a larger rising wedge. You can see that the truss is getting smaller. We have first truss here, and that is the second truss, and we probably have another truss or third truss before we have some kind of direction. Anyway, this is just some kind of the anticipation from my end. It might not happen, but I just get myself prepared. All right, let's get into some key levels. I think we go into H4 here, it's clearer. Okay, so as you can see here, this is a pretty clear level, 22500, 22,500. That is a support level, and the immediate support level is around 23,000. And the resistance level that I'm looking at is obviously this swing high here, which is we can say is probably a round number 24,000. And if we manage to break above 24,000, then the next level that we can look forward is close to 25,000, which I highlighted here. And so far I don't see any evidence of excessive supply, so my bias is still bullish. I think there's chance for Dow Jones futures to inch up to at least this area, 25,000. I know it's quite tough to anticipate this kind of the bullish movement under we have a quite extreme kind of the news. COVID-19 is I don't think it's getting any control, and the economies are still pretty much under lockdown mood. I think it's badly hurt the economies. However, as a trader, we just have to look at what the market is telling us and to trade accordingly. So I think the potential trading day trading setup for Dow Jones is immediately I will look for probably a spring below 23,000, something like this. So if you go like this and eventually it reverse, then I think this is a pretty good level to trade. Or if I want to look at a H1 time frame, I think we have another level here as well. If it didn't manage to go down to 23,000, then the obvious level here is 23,200. So some kind of test or spring, and then I will trade accordingly from there. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you enjoyed it, just click like and also hover to my picture and follow me, and also subscribe to my channel so that you can get instant notification in case my next video is out. Alright, thank you for watching. I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.